19th, 2020 edition of Let's Do Lunch, a devotional ministry of First United Methodist Church in West Monroe, Louisiana. I'm Lamar Oliver, pastor of First United Methodist Church, and I cannot thank you enough for joining us for this sacred time. It is our hope and prayer that these few minutes of coming up for air and these days of anxiety and uncertainty will bless you and renew your spirit. I could feel it welling up within me as I encountered the first person on my way into the store this morning. I could feel it welling up within me when I approached the 6-foot floor marker. Yeah, I'm one of those sheeple that actually pays attention to the signage in the store, and I saw them standing there. I could feel it welling up within me as one who Jerry would categorize as a bit of a loud talker made known her displeasure and announced with certainty she most definitely would be talking to corporate. All I needed to do was dive into the pickup counter at the front of the store, pick up 500 foot of Cat 6 for which I'd already paid, slip back out and be on my merry way to the office. Maybe I'm a little more sensitive because I live with one who is immunocompromised and as such is in a high-risk category. And due to that, I am doing my best to not circulate too much in public. No matter what, though, I have one simple question, and no, my question has nothing to do with whether or not one should wear a mask out in public. People have made up their minds on whether they will or they won't, and I'm not going to waste your time or mine on that argument that has more to do with politics than anything else. Rather, my question has to do with those who are choosing to wear a mask out in public. Is it really that dadgum hard to wear the mask properly? To help frame what I think is a proper response to provocations like this, either directly or indirectly, let's take a few moments for some wisdom found in what's known as the first letter to Peter, from 1 Peter 3, verses 8 through 12. Finally, all of you, have unity of spirit, love for one another, a tender heart, and a humble mind. Do not repay evil for evil or abuse for abuse, but on the contrary, repay with a blessing. It is for this that you were called, that you might inherit a blessing. For those who desire life and desire to see good days, let them keep their tongues from evil and their lips from speaking deceit. Let them turn away from evil and do good. Let them seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayer. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. May God add divine blessing to the reading and hearing of this sacred word. Yes, I know that he is writing to a specific group of Christians, and one could make the case that the behavior to which those hearing this letter is called to be practiced within a community or communities receiving this letter. That, I believe, would be an unfortunate cop-out. No, I believe the true mark of the faithful disciple would be to have this attitude towards all and in all situations. Back to the mask thing I encountered this morning. Well, not just this morning, but pretty much any time I have been out in the store since the middle of March. I got my dander up because I wanted to scream at people that wearing the mask in such a way that it covers your lips but not your nose is pointless. I got my dander up because I wanted to scream at people that wearing the mask down around your chin, leaving exposed your nose and your mouth, is equally pointless. I got my dander up because I wanted to scream at people that having the mask in your pocket and waiting until you got close to people or they got close to you pretty much defeats the point of the whole exercise. I got my dander up. Well, I think you get the point. Then we get to today's words from 1 Peter. A call to have a tender heart, a humble mind. A call to not be about repaying evil with evil. A call to repay with blessing. What followed then was that I got my dander up with myself because I know better than to allow myself to get hijacked into reaction to what I perceive as unconscionable disregard for others. The truth of the matter is I got my dander up because I allowed others to have control of my emotions. I was not following the advice found in 1 Peter. This, I believe, has the potential to be one of the biggest legacies of our coronavirus experience. How do we respond to others who may have actions and attitudes that are different than ours? Are we people who have tender hearts and humble minds? Do we repay those who err with a blessing? are those who desire life and desire to see good days, turning away from evil, seeking peace. Whether it is due to something you see online or on television, in conversation, or even out in the store, keep in mind these words of advice and admonition so that we do not continue throwing debris on the tire fire that is the reaction of so many to our current situation. And now may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the good Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the good Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. Oh, one last thing before we go. Please visit our YouTube channel, fumcwm.live, and hit the subscribe button to not miss any of our video content. And if you would like, also hit the notifications bell so you will know the second we upload new content. My friends, be blessed. You are a blessing because God has blessed you. Amen.